from My Life Made Possible by Pop Culture, here with Madison and here with Elizabeth Razzo, who is the new cast member on HBO's Eastbound and Down. And we actually, full disclosure, we know each other, we're friends, we work at IBG Inc. together, which is a nonprofit organization here in Los Angeles. So this is going to be a fun interview. We're going to talk a little bit about her show, her acting, and of course, her charity work. And Madison is IBG's mascot, so, you know, check us out. It's awesome. So we're going to play a little Wii with the Stars. Erica was kind of introduced slowly, like quietly. She kind of just, you know, was there. But obviously, you've got some big scenes coming up. So what made you want to be a part of the show?
Well, they asked.
That's always good.
First and foremost,
it's always good. They wanted me, so I wanted them.
But no, I mean, it was obviously. I actually hadn't heard of Eastbound and Down before I went in for the show, and even after, I had no idea.
Right.
And that's something that I tell Stephanie, who's one of our producers, that it really helped because I had no idea who Danny McBride was. I had no idea who Steve Little was.
So you weren't nervous. You just went in.
I didn't even know who Efren Ramirez at the time was, who I went and auditioned with.
Nice.
And I heard someone who told me that he was in Napoleon Dynamite, and I've never seen the film. I know I'm bad. And it helped. Like, I went in there, and it was just like, they were so welcoming, and then they made me feel so comfortable in the audition.
Right.
So I knew that it was going to be good, and I was just hoping, and now I'm here.
And would you say then that like comedy is something you've always wanted to do, or is it just kind of like, well, you like the project? So.
Absolutely not. I never even thought that I had comedic timing. Like, I was terrified. I had never taken an improv class in my life, and the show is mainly improv. There's a script, but you're allowed to play off the page and kind of go have fun around it.
So far, we've seen the first 2 episodes. So have there been, any things that made it into the show that you thought wouldn't make it into the show, or vice versa, things that you were hoping to see?
Well, there's one part that I was hoping to see, but it ended up being edited out, and I understand why. But it was the first moment that you are introduced to my character, and I'm standing by the door, and he says, how many people do you have in there? Right. And when I came out, Danny was kind of throwing a lot of different things out there, and one of them was who is that, the Mexican Shining? And I was really hoping it would make it in.
Nice. And I thought I was bad at mini golf, but this is worse.
Ah!
Nice! Yay!
+4.
And in golf, you want a lower score.
I know, you want negative. This is
whatever.
Not good.
All right, I am on stroke 5, which is still too high, but
you got a bogey.
Do you consider Eastbound and Down your big break, or
absolutely?
Okay, because I knew you from Cold Case.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people might remember you from that episode. But
it's funny, we still get recognized because I still hang around with most of the people that I did it with, and that was, I guess, my my foot in the door kind of thing. Okay. It was the first thing I'd ever done, and no resume, no headshot, you guys.
Nice. It can be done.
It can be done.
And now you don't just act, you produced as well. You produced a commercial this past year. You want to talk a little bit about that? I wrote about it, and it's gotten so many comments still to this day that I'm like, that is a really cool project.
Yeah, I think it's, it was something that I, was obviously, I'm a fan of the show of Smallville. Mm-hmm. And I've been watching it since the very beginning, and I'm a big fan of Allison Mack and her character Chloe Sullivan, and I don't even know how the girls found out about me, but they ended up contacting me because they knew that I lived in this area, and they wanted to see if I had any suggestions or if I could help them out. It was a very long process, it was something that we started prepping for, I think it was I don't even know, December, November. Mm-hmm. And then also going through the legalities of it, because, as much as you can love a character and want to, do something in their honor, and even if you're paying for it and, you have the material, you still have to get permission from the people that actually own the character and own the series and whatnot. And then, go through that and getting everything kind of approved and whatnot. We finally shot it in February. It was a great experience. I don't know that I'll ever do it again.
I was going to ask, that's not something that you really... It
was a bit too much for me. I love being in front of the camera. I was a hot mess behind it. A hot mess.
I think you and I also work for a nonprofit out in Los Angeles, IBG. Go to our website, www.ibginc.org. So what inspired you to kind of use your quote unquote spare time to work for charity work?
we came together, a bunch of fans of a certain, a show of different actors and whatnot, and we're kind of like, there's so many people in the entertainment community that inspire us, not only because of their work on screen, but because of the work that they do behind the scenes, which is a lot of charity work. And it's like, well, what if we could kind of like hone in on that, or do something with that and help underfunded charities, underfunded charities all over the world, and kind of see if we can, attach, a certain celebrity, or get someone to donate their time, or, or just anything, like something, that they can autograph, and help those charities that don't have a voice.
And this is something that you've done before you got Eastbound and Down, something you've been doing for a while, so it's going to continue, obviously.
Obviously, yes.
Better.
No! Why does it keep going there?
See, I'm learning from your mistakes. So you've done drama, you've done comedy. Do you have a role that you think is like a dream role for you, or a dream genre type of project that you're like, that's what I want to do next?
Yes. Well, there's obviously, I'm a huge, fan of television.
Aren't we all?
Huge fan. And there's certain shows that would be like a dream for me. The Closer being like my first and like my number one. I think Kira Sedgwick and that cast is amazing. Like, it's such a great show. I love Kate Walsh. So if I can, private practice, again, I play a nurse. I don't care. I just recently became really addicted to the Vampire Diaries.
Nice.
Of course, a film. I'm waiting for X-Files 3, so call me, Chris.
Yeah, well, hey, Chris worked with us at IBG,
I know,
so he could call you. You never know. You hit the ball too hard.
I do.
But look, that's close. That's good.
Yeah, I'm like, you're on stroke 3. I'm on 14.
But that's because I missed this whole section because you were going in a row. I hadn't gone yet. You just went like 8 times in a row. Uh-oh. See? Look. Okay, see, that's not bad.
I'm
it in.
I'm like a plus.
Oh, wait! You give up.
Yeah. I'm at plus 10.
They don't even let you finish? That sucks. It's like mini golf. Like, they don't let you finish if you get past a certain stroke. That's no fun. Oh. It's on a hill. That's no fun. Alright,
well,
so
you got a both.
Apparently I'm good at golf. Alright, so I just would like to point out that this is the first time I have ever won any of the games that I've played here on Wii with the Stars, and I would feel really good about myself, but Liz is a friend, so now I kind of feel bad for her. But I want to thank you for coming and playing Wii with the Stars. It was fun. I thought it was fun. I hope you thought it was fun.
I'm a sore loser.
Anyway, Eastbound and Down airs on Sunday nights on HBO, so you need to tune in and check that out. And of course, go to IBG's website because we've got some really cool stuff coming up, www.ibginc.org.
Oh, and you can follow me on Twitter at @eDerazzo.
And you should follow me too, Danielle TBD.